Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you how you can make this advert at home. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I've just set up the background, so basically what I've done is I pushed my desk against the wall and I had these two black artboards and I basically just sellotaped that one at the top and put that on the bottom. You can really use any sort of thing, like I've also got paper over here that I sometimes use, like I've got yellow and purple, but I thought for today we'd do black. I've got some of my equipment out, so for this you're going to need a drill for the spinning motion. You're going to need some kind of can or product you want to do. I'm doing John Smith's just because I had some cans lying around. This can is going to be the main can we're going to use, and basically what I've done is I poked a hole in the bottom and I've glue gunned this stick into it. It's like a kebab stick or anything like that. Basically any thin wooden stick, and I've hot glued it into the can, and then this is going to go into the drill and it's going to spin. And then in here we've got just it's an old bottle I've just put water in, so basically the bottle, I can spray the bottle and you get this sort of like mist to make it look really cool, and it makes it look more appealing. For this whole video I used the Canon macro lens at 100mm for the whole thing. If you're wondering, I think the macro lens makes it look really good, but honestly experiment with whatever you've got at home. Okay, so basically the first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't assembled your can on a stick yet, then go do that obviously, but once you've done this I am going to put this into the drill and just tighten it up. There we go. So now it's spinning. Okay, so we're going to start filming in a minute, but I do just want to say it is quite hard to make sure it's all in focus, to hold this still, film and spin it. So if you do want someone to make sure your camera's in focus or to hold this all steady and stuff, then that's a great idea, but you can also do it by yourself like I'm going to be doing. And then before you film as well, just give your bottle a spray and it will just make it look a lot more realistic and a lot more good and appealing for the audience. I've just set my lights up. I've got 2 lights for this. I also might use my phone flashlight if I want more shadows, but I think this is honestly going to be good, and I'm going to colour grade it at the end and stuff anyway. So I'm now going to start filming. You're going to want to get some drips and stuff in the water as well, so spray quite a lot, and basically just slowly hold your finger down on the drill so the can slowly spins, and use the highest frame rate you can for this. I'm using 60, that's as high as my camera will go. So for my first shot I span it round with the can round a few times and then stopped it so you could see the full can. Also you're going to want to get out the way of obviously where you're filming, so if I was filming behind me I would be down here doing it, and vice versa. Okay, I think that was a good shot. Now I'm going to leave it on here and I'm basically just going to get a shot like this. I want it to have a bit of wobble on there because then I'm going to stabilise it, and then it sort of gives it cool, like a bit of movement, but it's not like wobbly. Okay, that should be good. So now we're getting into the editing portion of this video, so you're going to want to open up Premiere Pro. You can also do this bit in After Effects because basically all I'm doing is cutting down the clip with a piece of wood on the can, and then I'm basically going to put it into After Effects anyway, so you could just cut it down in After Effects, but I just prefer to do it in Premiere Pro. Okay, so as you can see at the start of the advert, I will show you the actual advert. The can is spinning and there's no wire on it, but obviously in our clip, sorry if my laptop's loud as well, this clip has a piece of wood in it. So bring your clip in and cut it down to the size you want. I've already cut it down, so now I am going to put these in. I'm just going to zoom in and check they're in the right position. This is basically going to allow me just to export this little clip rather than having to export the whole project. Okay. And then just export that. So file, export, media, and just save it whatever you want and export it. So once you've done this, you're going to want to open up After Effects, unless obviously you've cut your clip down in After Effects. Therefore you would already have a After Effects project open, but if you don't, then open it up. So just go and grab your clip and drag it into After Effects, and then onto the timeline, and here you will have your clip, right? So you see there's a bit of wood there. Now this is the part when we're going to get rid of it. So all you're going to want to go over to is the effects controls, and you're going to want to look up simple wire removal. Here you can see it, and just drag it onto your clip, and obviously here it is over here in your effects controls. So you're going to want to select point A and basically put it as close to the can as you can. I'm going to put mine there, that looks alright, and then point B, which is the end of the piece of wood, so I'm going to put mine there. Okay, I think they look alright. We can change them around if they don't in a minute. And then basically you're just going to want to bring up the thickness, and as you can see, the wood disappears. So there it is before, and there it is after. And then you can also bring the mirror blend up a bit just to blend it in, and I'm just going to basically scrub through this and see and make sure, see there, you can see the wood coming back, so that means you just got to bring the thickness up a bit more, like so. Right, so I think that's good. So once you're happy with it, that you don't have any wood left on there, I just want to do that. Bring this one down just a tad. There we go. So I've just brought point B down just because I could see a little bit of the stick at the bottom. So once you're happy with how your can is, then you're going to want to export this. So just file, export, add to render queue, or however you export your projects in After Effects, and then just render it down. It shouldn't take too long, unless you've obviously got a longer video than I do, but I've got a very short video. So you can close this now. You won't need After Effects again for this tutorial. So just bring your clip into Premiere, like so. So as you can see, sorry about the lag right now. Also I've got the quality won't look great when I'm playing it back, so it's only set to a quarter, but once it's exported you'll see the quality. It's just my computer's quicker for it basically. So now we're going to color grade this clip, and basically this will change the whole video, like it will make it look so much better. So go over to your Lumerit color, I think that's how you say it, honestly don't quote me on that one, but and basically I just fiddle around with all these settings. I don't bring many LUTs into videos like this, I don't have that many. Obviously if you've got a LUT then bring it in, that would be great. So I'm just going to bring the temperature up a bit. The contrast is going to go up, the blacks are going to go down, whites are going to go down as well. Shadows, let's have a look. Wow, look at that. Highlights, I'm going to bring the highlights up a bit because we do want some highlights on the bottle. Bring that down maybe, let's have a look at that. I think that looks pretty cool. I think the colours look good on there. Just having another play around. Honestly, it's all about just looking at what you like and what you don't like. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that now. So now you're just going to want to bring in your next clip, which for me is a close-up of the bottle, like so, and it looks like this. Now this has already been stabilized, I've done that before, but say you want your clip to be stabilized like this, then you just go over to your effects and just look at warp, and here where it says warp stabilizer, basically drag and drop that on there and it will stabilize for you. Obviously I've already done this, so I don't need to do this, but I'm going to copy the color from here over onto my other clip. So just go into your effects controls, go down to this tab, Control C it on Windows. I'm not sure what it is for a Mac, but basically just copy it and then paste it, and there we go. In the actual video, as you can see, I've got these texts come up, so we're going to work on those now. So up the side it says extra smooth, no nonsense, and then John Smith's down the side. So how I did these were, go onto the clip and just grab onto the type tool, and then let's write John Smith's. There we have the text that I'm going to be putting on this clip. So I'm not sure what font I used actually, but I'm just going to try and find one similar. So click on this, and then you're going to want to go to Central Graphics, make sure you've got your text selected, and then I'm going to try and find a font which I think looks similar to the other one, because I do quite like that font. Maybe this. That might do. It's not as good, I don't think. Okay, so I found this font. I don't think it's the same as my last one, but I think it looks quite good and will do. So I'm going to go with this one. And then as you can see, my font's green with a white outline, and the green is the same colour as the bottle. So go on to Essential Graphics, which is up here. Oh, select your text clip. Come down to fill, and then here you've got all your colours you can choose from. Go down to this eyedrop tool sort of looking thing, and basically find a bit of the bottle that you want the colour to be. So I think that's a good colour, as you can see here. Press OK, and then stroke, I have a white outline on mine, so I'm just going to bring this up maybe to 3. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Let's just see what 4. Yeah, let's go with 4. And honestly, I don't think I'm happy with this text actually. I might just go back onto this one. I prefer it more. So now you're going to want to rotate your text. So how I do this, you're going to want to click on rotation of the text. Yep, there we go. I'm just going to rotate it by hand. Obviously you can work out the exact measurements, but I'm just doing this quickly now. If it was the actual advert, then I would obviously make sure it's all correct. So then put it where you want it, resize it, because as you can see on mine, I've got other text around. So there we have the John Smith there. So I also brought it to the start of the advert, and there it is. Sorry again about the quality when I'm playing it back. And yeah, at the beginning of this clip as well, I brought a fade in, so let me show you how I did that. Really easy. Basically, not effects controls, your effects tab, video transitions, dissolve, addictive dissolve, put it down on there, and basically I wanted to dissolve in as it's spinning, so I'm going to bring out my dissolve, and let's have a look at that. I'm just going to bring it out a little bit more. That maybe is too much. That's okay. so I'm happy with that now. And then for the last bit of the video, I had this. So it's a green screen with the John Smith's logo on there, and basically I just downloaded a John Smith's logo from Google. I got it in this folder somewhere, so here it is. Bring it into your project. There we go. So as you can see, it's not quite big enough, so how I didn't want to stretch it out basically, so how I did this was you click new item, then you're going to want to go to color, okay, and then grab that eyedropper tool again, click on the color, okay, bring it underneath, and there you go. There is your background, but the only thing I can see it as, there's some small lines on it, so I'm basically just going to crop this one down a little bit. So go onto your crop tool, drag it on, and basically I'm just going to crop all the sides just a little bit. Oh, that's a bit too much, I think. There we go. Oh, yeah. Let me bring this one out a bit. Basically it's just a little bit so I can get rid of some of those white lines. There we go. And now they are disappeared. So then you can obviously choose how long or short you want the ending to be on for that, and then also choose some music and record sound effects if you would like. Just highlight all your clips, Control L to separate them from the audio, delete the audio from the clips if that's what you want to do. I didn't record audio for this because it was quite a short advert. If it was a longer one then obviously I would, and I just used, I think this was music, some kind of non-copyright music. I think it might have been from the YouTube in the Creator Studio, but I'm not 100% sure, but just find some music that you like. So I'm going to play you the advert through once more now, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the editing portion of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. If you did, please smash your thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!